Walker, you better hush. Walker, you better hush. So I gotta turn my phone down. You're Walker. You are. Why does it look blurry? Maybe it's just this candle thing that looks blurry. It looks blurry. Oh, I don't want that side. It's got the stupid sticker on it. What's up, Deb? It's this glass on this candle looks blurry. Messing with my eyes. All right. Well, then why don't you go to bed, girl? I was like that last night. These lives go too late. I need to stop myself sooner. And then I'm tired the next day, and then yesterday it caught up to me. I think I was asleep by 10 o'clock. But it's easier for me to do them at 9 after I let the dog out, so. Otherwise, I'd have to stop in the middle of the live to let the dog out. So, I want to try and do some earlier ones, though. And then MD goes live at 6:30, so it's like, well, you know. Night, Deb. Don't work too hard tomorrow. Crap, I got the microphone right by my cards. It's going to be noisy. There'll be some noisy shuffling here. Oh, you're not? Oh. Then I guess you won't work too hard. Sure, I can add you. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Is that all one name, or is it... Okay, thank you. Fandy. I can handle that. I just started, so I'm kind of getting everything ready here. I've got you added, Thandy. You're actually first. Once I get some cards shuffled here. Do you know what your question is? Do you have a specific question? Okay. Current feelings from Jay towards me. Okay. I'm going to have to get my light seers back out. Current feelings from Jay. Jay's current feelings for Thandy. Jay's current feelings for Thandy. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Mystical. Or Mystic, whichever it is. Might be trying to manifest something. I don't know if you're currently just in a friendship. Tell me more about the Mystic. I gotta put you guys on the list. Please read the pinned message when you come in. Okay, Sky. I added you, Sky. Sandy, were you in a relationship with him before, or like in a dating or something? Okay, Mystical. It's almost an energy of you had a connection before that didn't work out. Six of Cups in the reverse, Two of Wands. I don't know if he's thinking about contacting you here. Let me see what I get. And then we've got the Magician. Let me see what I get with the Magician. Four of Cups. Nine of... Yeah, it's like anxiety, thinking about the past. You know, this Four of Cups is kind of thinking about what you missed. So you're not noticing stuff in the present. Nine of Swords. That's a lot of anxiety. I feel like... No, I feel like you know this person. Like you were already like in a connection with him before. Three of Pentacles. King of Swords. I don't know if he's an air sign. Oh, Mad Dasher, the Uber Eats guy, Mad Dasher. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. Hey, Melanie. Ace of Wands in the reverse. So, Thandy, he's thinking about it. Like, I feel like you were in a connection with him before. I don't know the situation, but those are the cards that are coming up. It's like it's on his mind a lot. But I don't know. I don't see him putting any effort into it right now. This Ace of Wands in reverse. I see like friendship energy with the Three of Pentacles, okay? King of Swords, like he's a thinker. I don't know if he's an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But all of these cards kind of suggest that he's somebody from your past. Something that didn't work out. Magician is trying to manifest. Hey, James. Four of Cups. So it's like, it's an energy of, he's on your mind. Thinking about the past, but then he gets, he gets a little anxious. And it's like he thinks about contacting you or approaching you or whatever this is, and then but he doesn't do it. So it's more in his head than it is an actual action, if that makes sense. Roxanne, please read the pin message. Anybody coming in, please read the pin message that I have pinned down below. Yep, James, I'm putting you on right now. Where is Sandy? I lost the girl. Where did she go? Sandy, are you here? Hey, Karen, I'd have to put you on the list, okay? Do you want, excuse me, do you want on the list, Karen? All right, you're after Karen, you're after James. Do you already know him, Sandy? Like, have you already dated him before or something here? Because that's what this is kind of showing here. If not, it's a case of you're dating now. Well, that's weird. Because this is almost like giving the energy of you used to date. You've been dating for 3 years. Okay, Azrael, let me put you on here. Okay, so if you've been dating for 3 years, it seems like you should know how he feels about you. I don't know if this is saying then that there was something different in the past between you that he thinks about. My cat's going to start acting up in the other room because I can't see him. Never fails. There's an energy of like nostalgia, okay? And a lot of thinking and some anxiety. Hold on one second. I gotta see what my cat's doing. Jeez. Does it every time. He knows I can't. He knows I'm not in there, so he starts doing stuff he shouldn't be doing. He's always up to no good. He's my troublemaker. So anyway, I don't know if there's something from the past that he thinks back on, that the relationship changed. But there's an energy of like thinking back on the past, on something that didn't work like he wanted it to. Something that brings up anxiety. So I don't know if he's just trying to manifest, some kind of change in the relationship, or, something better. But there's definitely something on his mind. Okay. So I don't know if that makes sense, because originally it felt like you weren't together. So that can also be just thinking about the way it used to be, or something about before, that type of thing. Okay. So I don't know if that helped or not, but when you said you been dating that long, kind of shocked me. Just because of the energy that I was getting with the cards. Excuse my nose if I sound stuffy, because I am, because I don't know why. Must be the cold air. It's pretty bad right now. Okay, Sky is who I have next. I have Sky, Mystical, James, Karen, Azrael, I think. What do I need? Okay. I gotta read that again. A shares? I probably didn't pronounce that right. I can't seem to get names I can pronounce. Okay. Sky, do you mean what do you need to know between you and Amika, I think it said? Oh, I don't drink tea, Karen. I'm a coffee drinker. No tea for me. Okay, Sky, got it. I just want to make sure I was clear on the... Oh my God, there goes my cat again. Get down. Jeez. He wakes up at this time of night and decides to wreak havoc while I'm trying to do something. Jeez. Alright. Alright, Sky. Let me look here. What does Sky need to know in love? I spray him with the water bottle. Most of the time I don't have to spray him. He sees me pick it up and he runs. His name's Crowley. Crowley Oliver. I gave him a middle name because I knew when he was a kitten that I'd be using his middle name, because I knew he was trouble then. It's my fault. I knew he was trouble, and I adopted him anyway. He's 10, and he acts like he's a kitten. Still a troublemaker. I should have made his actual middle name Trouble. That's what he is. He'd just get up and go somewhere else and go right back to sleep. Like, he knocks stuff over. He bangs his food bowl. Wakes me up in the middle of the night, knocking stuff over. Yeah. He woke me up last night at 2:30 in the morning, or I should say today at 2:30 in the morning. Hey, it's me. Alright, this is for Sky. You just came in. You didn't say you wanted to be on the list, so you're currently not on the list. Hey, Hustler. Okay. Now I'll add you to the list. It's me, Fairy. Right now I'm reading for Sky. Then Mystical, James, Karen, Azrael, iShares, and it's me, Fairy. Okay. What does Sky need to know in love between them and Amika? What does Sky need to know? King of Swords again. 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, 2 kings. I don't know if one of you is trying to use your head more than your emotions. King of Swords, Knight of Cups in the reverse. It's like somebody making a decision because maybe they're too, like, overly emotional. 8 of Pentacles, putting in the work. Somebody's putting in the work. Let's see. 9 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Why the 9 of Pentacles? Hermit in reverse. Tell me about the King of Wands. Well, there's a lot of attraction with this King of Wands energy. 6 of Swords in reverse. I don't know if you guys have been... I don't know if there's a break of some sort going on here. 9 of Cups in the reverse. 6 of Swords in the reverse. 7 of Cups. Confusion or options? Oh, Hustler wants to be on the list. Yes, ma'am. There's something here about somebody's like, it's like somebody trying to make a decision or somebody making a decision not to be, instead of leading with emotions, they're trying to lead logically with this King of Swords energy. Okay. Hermit in reverse. Nine of Pentacles is a single type of energy, but Eight of Pentacles is putting in the work. Why the Hermit in reverse? Let me see. Oh, the Emperor. This is boss energy. Aries. This is a card for Aries. This is like boss energy, CEO energy, being in charge, taking control. We just gave him a... Oh, okay. Well, then you're probably the boss. And we both like each other, but he's... Oh. Well... Something about somebody's... There's confusion here, or there's options. I mean, if he's in a relationship, he's probably the one with the options. Nine of Cups in reverse. That's not... It's not really emotional fulfillment. Six of Swords in the reverse is usually somebody coming back around. Why the Seven of Cups? Queen of Wands. Somebody lacks assertiveness or... Somebody's unsure of how to take action or make a decision. Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Cups with all the options can be very confusing energy because there's so many options. So it's usually somebody trying to make a choice or confused about which choice to make. Queen of Wands in the reverse, it can be, you know, some fear about taking action because Queen of Wands in the upright is an action type of energy. But Nine of Cups in the reverse, that's emotional unhappiness. This might be him over here trying to shut off, trying to make a decision logically rather than emotionally. Like trying not to get his emotions involved and like think of it rationally somehow. Why the Knight of Cups? Hey, seashells. Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, so yeah, I feel like it's too much on him emotionally. Like the emotions kind of the emotions are difficult for him. So it's like he's trying to shut off that part and just use his brain. Okay. And someone here is already, I don't know, the Hermit in reverse is like, the Hermit in reverse is kind of like internally trying to figure it out on your own without external influences. And then we have the Emperor there. I don't know, I'm feeling like hesitation, fear. Let me get another one on the Emperor. The Tower in reverse. So the Tower in reverse, that's about a change already happened somewhere. That's here with, so it's almost like, I don't know if somebody if feelings changed, you know, we've got the Hermit in reverse, the Emperor, the Tower in reverse. This is speaking of something that already took place, something already changed. I don't know. I feel like this person lacks the confidence, or he's afraid, or both. Like, there's just something there. Give me another one on the Queen of Wands. To it, like, I think it has to do with making up his mind. I don't think he's able to make up his mind. Like, I don't, like, right now, I don't think he's able to decide one way or the other. Does that make sense? He's like, he's confused. It's kind of like, oh, I got to make a choice here, and, you know, I'm afraid to make a choice. I don't want to have to make a choice. It's that kind of energy that I'm picking up on with this. So I think something will have, you know, I don't know. I don't see him making a choice. I don't know if he doesn't want to make the choice, but he feels very confused. Fearful. Just confused and fearful. I mean, that's, you know, that's something you have to decide. I mean, he might be confused and fearful. Not, you know, he would have to hurt somebody else in order to continue with you. So, I don't know. I just feel he's like this. He's confused. Like, I think he need, you know, if you decide to wait for this person, I think he's going to need time, because I just feel like a lot of confusing energy and fearful energy, kind of not wanting to, like, rock the boat kind of energy. All right. It might improve, you know. Energy's always changing. People have free will. People change, you know. All right, so mystical is next. Okay, mystical is here. Then after mystical is James, Karen, Azrael, iShares, It's Me, Fairy, and Hustler. I think so. That's what I have so far. How is Rory feeling about me? The name Rory makes me think of Gilmore Girls instantaneously. Rory Gilmore. Okay. It's a boy. Okay. It's going to be a mental challenge for me. When I think Rory, I think of the girl form of Rory. Oh. One of my favorite shows. I've watched the whole thing, I don't know, too many times to count. Can't even count how many times. Way too many. It's one of my comfort shows, I must admit. Okay. Is that his full name? Is his full name Rory? Like her full name was Lorelei. I'm guessing that's not his full name. I'm old, James. I'm old as dirt. I'm old as the hills. So that's the shortened version of his name. Yeah, I figured it wasn't just Rory. Yeah, for sure. Don't give me the long version, because I wouldn't be able to pronounce it, more than likely. So we want to know how Rory feels about Mystical. I'm not taking this yet. I haven't seen Gulner. Wonder if she's on a date with Hassan. It's very unusual that she's not here. Okay, how does Rory feel about Mystical? How does Rory feel about Mystical? You're on there, Hustler. You're currently last, Hustler. Knight of Pentacles. Well, that's a good sign. Yeah, hopefully she did. And then she'll be asking me even more stuff. Ooh. Ace of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles. So far, you're looking good, Mystical. You're looking pretty good here. Oh, you're looking real good here. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Sun. The happiest card in the tarot deck. Ace of Cups, love offers. Knight of Pentacles. Stability, loyalty. If you're not already dating this person, might take them a while to get moving. Pentacle energy is pretty slow moving. Let me see what else. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, the Devil. Why do we have that? Capricorn. Give me another one on that. Six of Swords. Man, a Six of Swords keeps coming out tonight. Already. I don't. This is weird. I almost want to say, like, he has a habit of getting back together with exes quite frequently. Almost like it's common for him to get back together with his exes. Devil with the Six of Swords in reverse. That devil energy refers to something more toxic, a toxic trait, or it can even mean like codependency. But it's here with this Knight of Pentacles. Six of Swords in the reverse. Give me another one on the devil. Temperance. Divine timing, patience. Let me see what I get with the Ace of Cups. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Page of Wands. Seven of Swords. I almost... Okay, Emily, I'll add you and Lovely, and you too, Lovely. I gotta watch my time tonight, so I'm not here until 1 a.m. I feel like this guy doesn't like to be alone. Almost like he's either getting back with exes frequently, or he's going from one person to the next with no time in between. I don't know if he doesn't like to be alone or what's going on there. But the cards that first came out, you know, were great cards. Cards that are coming out now, not as great. They're not horrible. Page of Wands. There's definitely attraction. But there's something about getting back together with... We have reconnected and disconnected 4 times. Well, then that's what the devil energy is. When I said there's a codependence thing that's possible. With the Six of Swords in reverse. It's I don't know. It's like he doesn't like to be alone or something here. Like he'd rather be, you know, with someone than not. Let me see what this is with the Sun card. Oh, Sun with the Emperor. That's a whole lot of fire energy there. Leo and Aries together. Emperors keep... Six of Swords and the Emperor seem to be popular so far tonight. Emperor's Aries. Someone who likes to be in control. Quite a bit. It's a take charge kind of energy. They like to tell other people what to do. They're happy telling other people what to do. Let's hear with the Sun card. Let me see. Let me get another one. Page of Swords. Well, if you're currently disconnected, I feel like he might keep tabs on you on social media or some other way. Hey, Beanish. Give me a second. Like, I don't know if if you're currently, friends only, or what part of this you're in. But I'm getting the Three of Pentacles. Page of Swords can be somebody keeping tabs on you. And it's here with this Emperor. Recently reconnected. Okay. Like something here bothers me, and I can't really pinpoint it. And it's bothering me that I'm not able to pinpoint it. Like I have a feeling in the pit of my stomach. Now I've got Seven of Swords. That can be anxiety, but it can also be somebody trying to get away with things. Not exactly the most honest of energies. I don't know. I don't know if he keeps tabs on you when you are together. I don't know if he is one of those types to ask where you're going, where you're, who you're with, whatever. There's something here that is bothering me. Tell me more about the Emperor. Emperor with the Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like whatever it is, I don't know if it bothers you, because the Emperor, I've got the Emperor now. I've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, which it's not happy energy. Somebody throwing off someone else's intuition. I feel like he keeps tabs on you. And that may not be true, but that's what keeps coming up. And it's just giving me this weird feeling in the pit of my stomach. There's something here with this Emperor. Which probably is not what you want to hear, but I'm always honest, especially if it's something I'm really feeling. Online or in person. Like keeping close tabs on you and what you're doing. almost like making sure you're not talking to anybody, any other guys, or that type of thing. Like keeping tabs on who you're, what guys you're friends with. Okay, Three of Pentacles, it's a friend type of energy here. Page of Swords is that keeping tabs. This Emperor here. Um, I feel like he's there's an energy, it feels like, of codependence with him. Like within, like this feels, there's a toxic quality to this, where it's like codependency, like where he would depend on the other person too much, and in turn tries to control the relationship because of that, like insecurity, making sure he knows where the other person is all the time, making sure they're not going to cheat on him or whatever. When I say close tabs, that's kind of what I mean. So I don't know if if you've experienced that before in the times that you were together before. Could be a little, Knight of Pentacles is usually good and loyal things, but also it's a knight, which can be a little bit more immature type of energy. But there's just something here that doesn't make me feel great. It like in the pit of my stomach. Not just, no matter what the cards come up, I'll get feelings that don't even relate to what cards are on the table. So I read pretty intuitively, and that didn't give me a good feeling. I just have to tell you. That okay, well then that might be why. I don't know. It seemed like that Emperor energy is usually one of control, because it's, bosses, and it's a boss type of energy, or emperors are in control. They tell other people what to do. They're in charge. They like to tell other people what to do. Like it's what they do. It was the cards that came up with that. And the feeling that I was getting, like, in the pit of my stomach. So it might be from that. I don't know. I don't know if you've had, experience with him doing that previously or not. I don't know. But that was kind of what I was feeling. It's just like, my stomach's churning. And it doesn't happen often. So when it does, I have, I'm not going to say like, oh, everything's great. That's not, I'm just not that kind of reader. I just say what I'm feeling, because I feel that's my responsibility. Okay. If you don't notice him being controlling, you got to go with your experience, not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, always trust your own gut feelings over anything else. Okay? I mean, just go by how he treats you and acts and all that. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta kind of watch all of that for yourself. I mean, don't just go and, freak out because of what I told you. Just, if you've had that experience or if you notice anything, then that's another story. Okay. Okay. I hope I helped a little, Mystical. Okay, Zara and Beanish, I think you asked before, but I didn't stop because I was in the middle of that. Zara and Beanish. Beanish, you're dead last at this point. Let's see. So there's James is next. James, Karen, Azrael, A Shares, It's Me, Fairy, Hustler, Emily, Lovely, Zara, Beanish. And I won't be taking many more because I can't run super late tonight. I gotta make sure I'm not up late. Okay, James, I have a job interview tomorrow morning and another on Monday. Okay. I'm gonna get my other cards. Let me see. Let me get a drink. All right, Arif. I will add you. I'm going to put a line here because I might have to stop after this. How many do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably have to stop. Arif Gullner's not here. And I'm wondering if she's on a date. On a date. Can you believe? Let's see. I'm on James now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Hustler, counting James, who I'm doing right now. No more than the other nights, Arif. I know, she hasn't been in here. Like, she's always in here. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, is she on a date? Like, what's going on? I want to know. Like, what's happening? Well, I don't know, though. It's probably too early for her to have a date. It's pretty early there. Oh, she might be. No, you got time, Hustler. Girl, you got time to take the trash out. Maybe she's just on the phone with him. I don't know. That's true, you did. You did give her an assignment. Okay, James wants to know about his job interviews. I know, she is always here with a different question. All right, how will it go for James with his job interviews? How will it go with James for his job interviews? Please tell me they didn't all just flip over. They did. They flipped over. Come on now. Work with me here, cards. How will James's job interviews go? How will James's job interview... Ooh. Could be a little competition. What else? How will his job interviews go? World in reverse. Unfinished business. How will... Emperor in reverse. This Emperor, I think, has been out in every reading I've done tonight. So what's in reverse, though? Let's see. Clarify the Five of Wands. Whoa. Okay, that's patience. Let's see. Justice in reverse. Well, that's actually good. This Five of Wands is kind of... can be competition. Justice in reverse. So that's like balanced energy. Divine timing. Let's see. Tell me about the world. Clarify the world. King of Swords. So I'm not sure if this is for the one tomorrow or Monday. I almost feel like, because there's a little competition, but it doesn't necessarily, I don't know, it could be, I guess, between you and someone else. Or it's a case of, it might be somebody that already, it almost feels like someone that works there they're going to get rid of and you're going to replace them. The world in reverse is kind of unfinished business. King of Swords, like they're going to think about it for a minute. What about the Emperor in reverse? Ten of Pentacles, that's good. That's material gains. Yeah, there's something easy. It's going to go smoothly. But there's also something here about having patience. It almost feels like there's something that has to be wrapped up first, like a decision to be made. Somebody's got to make the decision. Okay, this King of Swords. But the world in reverse can be unfinished business, almost like they got to tie up something first. But it feels like it's going to go smoothly, and it feels like whoever the boss is or whoever's in control here is more easygoing, like more laid back. Okay, Emperor in reverse. And then Ten of Pentacles, that's good financially. You know, it's good. Ten of Pentacles. Can't get any more pentacle than that. Okay. Unless you're the King of Pentacles. And Ten of Wands in the reverse. That's, you know, the reverse of a heavy load. And these are both about new beginnings. Okay. So I think one of these you will get. Like as far as tomorrow or Monday. But the one that you end up getting, or they call you back, it's kind of like they call them like, okay, well, we want you to come in again. There's something we have to finish up here. Blah 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 blah. You know, whatever they say. You know. So just remember to have a little patience. Like, don't freak out if they say it's going to be X amount of time or whatever, because I feel like they're finishing something up first. So I don't know if that involves somebody else who works there that they're letting go, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But I feel like it's going to go really well. For sure. Does that make sense, James? Hey, Kath, I'll add you to the list. And then, so Kath is going to be my last one. Because I can't be here too late. Tomorrow's in person. Yeah, there's something, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to tell you like, well, we got to finish up, you know, whatever it is. But it does seem really good. Like, they seem very, you know, not strict, and, you know, they don't, it doesn't seem like they would micromanage or that kind of thing. It just seems more laid back. Just seems like there's something you might have to wait on. But other than that, it looks good. I mean, it could even be like a paperwork snafu or something to that effect. You know what I mean? Just seemed like a bit of a wait with something. We'll keep our fingers crossed for James. We'll keep our fingers crossed that it goes well. Karen, are you still here? No problem, James. Karen's here. Karen, did you tell me what your question was already? Or no? I can't remember. Bye, James. Good luck. Well, I don't think you need it, though. I think you're going to do fine anyway, regardless. Arif, what are we baking? Oh, today you're baking the chocolate cake, aren't you? It's a chocolate cake, isn't it? Oh, General. Okay. Guess I'm going to use... I'm going to get these out. I haven't used these yet. So after this is Azrael, iShares, It's Me Fairy, Hustler, Emily, Lovely, Zara, Beanish, Arif, and Kath. Okay. Karen wants a general reading. Let's see what Karen's got going on. General reading for Karen. General messages for Karen. What does Karen need to know? What does Karen need to know the most? What does Karen need to know the most? Tomorrow night, I don't know. I don't know if I'll go live tomorrow night. Fridays are usually slow. Everybody's out having a life. People have a life on Fridays. It's usually kind of slowish. But I might. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I'll try earlier in the day or something. Depending on how tired I am. Okay, what does Karen have? Messages for Karen. What does Karen need to know? Whoa. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles, Independence. Knight of Wands. I'll have to get more on that one. Ten of Wands. I don't know if this is a struggle trying to be more independent. Let me see what I get for the Knight of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Hi, Latoya. I closed the list already. I just don't want to run too late tonight. So I already had to close the list. I'm sorry. Trying to make it an earlier night. Fool in reverse. I don't know if you hesitate sometimes, Karen. Like, maybe fear keeps you from doing things. Feels like something you would think about often. Fear or lack of confidence, maybe, in the past. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Fool in reverse. So Fool in reverse is kind of being afraid or hesitant to kind of take a leap of faith to do something. Give me another one on the Hangman. Queen of Cups. I don't know if maybe you don't trust yourself enough. Like, trust any feelings, you know. Maybe there's something you want to do, but then you think, no, I can't do that. You know, I'm not good enough, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the thing is, just feel like maybe you need a little more self-confidence when it comes to certain things. Could be tied into your independence. Nine of Pentacles can be about independence or money. Let's see. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Let's see what else I get. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Yeah, it feels like maybe some anxiety sometimes about independence. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Let me have another one. Hey, David. That's fine. 6 of Cups. Karen, I don't know if there was a time when you were more independent than you are now. Kind of feels like missing, like thinking about something from the past. Uh, could have been you were more independent or you had more money. Something to that effect, but it kind of feels like there's times where you're, nostalgic about this. 6 of Cups is nostalgia. Um, might even bring up, I don't know, confusion or anxiety at times. 5 of Swords in the reverse. But it's something about trusting yourself more or having more faith in yourself, in your abilities, in what you can do, what you can achieve. What about the 10 of Wands? It feels like some things can be maybe hard on you or a burden. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Painful. But the good news is those 10s usually mean the ending of something where things are going to get better. Yeah, and then 9 of Cups is, wish fulfillment and happiness. So I feel like things are going to change. And then Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I had a boyfriend, but he has been gone for 1 year. Oh, Karen, I remember you talking about that in Mad Dasher's lives before. Yeah, that's hard to deal with. So maybe that's what the 6 of Cups is about. Kind of, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the past. And now you're kind of in this energy of, being without him. 9 of Pentacles is kind of like a single type of energy. God, my nose is stuffed up. Sorry, guys. I think it's all this cold air. Everything's too dry on my nose. But I feel like it's going to get better because the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, both of those are about, difficulty, pain, difficulty. But it also says that this painful time is going to end for you, okay? So it's saying things will get better because then you've got the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, happiness. Let's see what else I get. Okay, there's one person ahead of you after I finish this one up. Magician, yeah. It's manifesting good things in your life, okay? Manifesting the good things. So I feel like this is about kind of trying to stay positive, trying to manifest, the happiness that you deserve, and relying on yourself more, believing in yourself more, okay? I feel like this is saying that you know, you need to depend on yourself more and know that you can change things around. It will get better, okay? Because these cards over here are saying it's going to get better. You're coming into the period where, you know, that pain is going to lessen for you. You know, it won't be as difficult. Yeah, that's hard when people in your family pass away. It's very difficult for sure. So I hope that helped a little, Karen. Just remember to, you know, just remember you got this. You can do it. You can do it. Azrael, are you here? Oh, my nose is driving me insane right now. You're welcome, Karen. I don't know, Azrael might not be here. Oh, there you are. Okay, so what is your question about Kenny? Good night, Karen. So you're already in a relationship, or you're wondering like how the person feels about you? I don't know which deck I want. I should use this one. Actually, I'm going to use my other. I'm going to use my Dark Mansion. My Dark Mansion deck. Oh, can't breathe. Well, that didn't go well. These cards are stuck together. I've been seeing him for a year, but okay. Okay. Tell me about the connection between Kenny and Azrael. Thanks for clarifying. I just needed to narrow it a little bit. Tell me about the connection between Azrael and Kenny, please. Connection between... Hi, Samantha. I have, the list is currently closed. You're welcome to hang out, but the list is currently closed. I had to close it. No, I would, but I had to close it. I can't take any more names. I should change my pin message. How many more do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I gotta leave it closed. I'm live quite a bit, so I don't know. You might want to subscribe and then make sure you get the notifications. Usually every other day towards the weekend, you know, maybe more than that. So it kind of fills up fast on me and sneaks up on me. I just did not want to be here till like 1, 2 a.m. tonight. Because then it makes me really tired the next day. So, okay. The relationship between Azrael and Kenny. The Emperor. This, let me tell you what. This Emperor has been making the rounds tonight. Like, it's crazy how many times this Emperor has come out. Gosh. That's Aries energy. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Well, it's in the reverse. That's good news. Knight of Pentacles. This might be a case of you're next. You're next, A shares. He might be a little bit afraid of commitment right now. This Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I don't know if he's been hurt in the past, like if somebody cheated on him in the past. Maybe that's you. I don't know. Seven of Swords in reverse. And the upright, you know, it can be some sneaky behavior or somebody trying to get away with something, you know, cheating, that kind of thing. It's in the reverse. But if it's him that this happened to, this Knight of Pentacles is saying, like, I don't really want to commit to anything right now. The Emperor, I'm about to clarify. Let's see what I get with that. His ex did. Okay, then that's probably why. King of Swords in the reverse. Jeez. The Hermit. I love this Hermit card in this deck. Like, this deck is so stinking cute. I don't know if you've got... Isn't it cute? It's like the cutest Hermit card. Like, this Hermit card. Actually, my favorite card in this deck is the Fool card. Oh my god, it's so cute. Anyway. I don't know if... I've got the Emperor and then I've got King of Swords in reverse, which is not pleasant energy. And then the Hermit. I don't know if you guys have taken breaks before. Let me get another one on the Hermit. Four Cups in the reverse. That's the past. That's past energy. I don't know. King of Swords in the reverse is some blunt energy. It's kind of like... And that Emperor is a control freak, kind of like somebody likes to control. The other person can say things that are pretty blunt, like pretty cut knife, you know, cutthroat, kind of in the moment, angry, like saying some stuff, you know. Okay. And then it's like there's a feeling of regret, like after the fact, like after thinking about it, you know, with the Hermit energy, it's like then there's like this, like a regret, like damn, I shouldn't have said that. Like I could kick myself in the ass for saying that, kind of thing. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. Oops, wrong way. Four of Swords, more like taking a break, kind of. And this would be him, you know, if somebody betrayed him in the past, cheated on him. This is like, would be him taking a break from commitment. And then Queen of Swords. God, we got the king and the queen now. We got the Ice Queen coming out. She's like, oh, nope. No. You're not going to talk to me that way. But this could be his ex. This Queen of Swords can be his ex. Because I feel this is all about that past energy of somebody trying to get away with something. Let me see what I get with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Like he's not trusting fate. Like he's not believing in fate at this point because he's been burned previously. So for him, fate's like, screw that. Like they're, like I did that before and see where it got me, nowhere. And then Knight of Swords in reverse. Both of these knights are in reverse. See, he's not rushing into anything. Like nothing. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. They're both completely upside down in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune is smack right between them. Like right between them. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords. King of Pentacles. I think it's going to be a while. Now the King of Pentacles is in reverse. So it goes from the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Like if this isn't him avoiding or not want, I shouldn't say avoiding, but not wanting commitment at the moment, this can be monetary because Pentacles are also, monetary, financial stability. Then it's all about him. Okay, let's see. Okay, so does Kenny care about her? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Like it's all about... He does. Three of Pentacles is in reverse, which, he cares about you more than as a friend, that's for sure. Strength in reverse, but I feel like it's difficult. I feel like it's all about the commitment thing. Eight of Wands, it's a lot of communication, but I feel like sometimes he may struggle. So there's like a struggle, I feel like, in telling you kind of like, I don't want a commitment right now because I'm afraid and, this happened before. Clarify the Four Cups. Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's also one of my favorite cards is Ten of Swords in this deck. So the fighting episodes and that kind of thing, that's, stress there. This could be you, though, with this Ten of Swords. Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it feels like he goes on the defensive, or one of you gets defensive, like... Five of Wands in the reverse. I don't feel like there's competition with anybody else. I just feel like it feels like it's all having to do with commitment for him, like on his side, because of his past, because of like what happened to him in the past. So I mean, that's something that, you know, you can't really rush. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really rush him on something like that. So I guess it's, you either like accept it is what it is right now, or you just flat out say, like, do you think you'll want to commit anytime in the future? You know, like, you have to put it in a way where they're not going to get defensive. I feel like you may ask questions and then he gets defensive. Like some, you know, some guys will flat out tell you, but other guys won't, you know. But I don't think it's necessarily tied into, like, you know, whether he likes you or not. I think it's more about him personally than you. You know, if that makes sense. But two, it helps just to, you know, it depends how much he talks about it, or is willing to talk about it, I should say. Some guys don't like to talk about stuff like that, you know, and they never change. Other guys do. But it's not fair to you either, like if he's got you hanging on or something, you know what I mean? So you just got to go with your gut feelings on that kind of thing. Do what's best for you overall. Hey, Trinity, the list is already closed for tonight. I'm sorry. Well, I hope it works out for you, Azrael. iShares. I never feel like I'm pronouncing that properly. After this one is It's Me, Fairy, Hustler, Emily, Lovely, Zara, Beanish, Arif, and Kath. For a minute, I couldn't read my own handwriting. Okay, Trinity, you gotta get here kind of, well, I usually start them around 9 p.m. Eastern. Is my standard of when I'm usually here. I know, poor Kath is... Kath is last, but Kath, I actually added you after I had closed the list, so I decided to take yours and then cut it off. Trying not to end up a zombie tomorrow morning, if at all possible. iShares is next. They were here before. They were here not too long ago. The candle's almost gone. I'm so upset about it. I love this candle. iShares, are you here? They were here like right before I did this last reading, I thought. Paging iShares. Are you here? If you're not, then it will be It's Me Fairy's turn. Kath, you're right after Arif. Arif, are you making that chocolate cake? I don't think iShares is here anymore unless they're just typing. I don't know. Oh, that's right. I wasn't on last night, was I? Duh. I remember you talking about that chocolate cake. I was thinking that was today. That was yesterday. Okay, I don't think iShares is here. Fairy, are you here? Are you here, Fairy? And every time I go to the next person, then the person before that was supposed to come pops up. I don't. Fairy might not be here anymore either. And if Fairy's not here, then it goes to Hustler. Hustler's usually lurking. And then I would be upset because I wouldn't be able to eat it. Fairy, are you here? See, Hustler's always lurking. iShares and Fairy aren't answering, so I'm going to go to Hustler. Because Hustler is here. So I'll circle those two in case they come back at some point. Emily and then you, Lovely. Emily's after Hustler. And then you. She just had to throw in the hi thing with the hand first. What's your question, Lego Queen? Hustler the Lego Queen. What's your question? There's only 6 people in here. It's not that busy anyway. At the moment anyway. Okay, the X is going through mental health. She's going to be okay. Alright, I need to pull out my Terror of the Abyss for this one. Is the X's mental health going to be okay? Is Hustler's X going to be okay? Is Hustler's ex and her mental health going to be okay? Is her mental health going to be okay? Oh, that was fast. King of Swords. Pal, I'm sorry, but the list is closed. King of Swords, Ten of Swords. Need to change my pinned message when I'm done with this. Page of Cups. She's definitely going through it. Ten of Swords, that's pain. That's pain. King of Swords, this feels like... I don't know if she's... See what I tell you, Fairy shows up now. I don't know if she's going to like a counselor or a therapist. Feels like that's what that King of Swords could be. Page of Cups. She might apologize to you at some point here. This Page of Cups. Let me see what else I get. Fairy, I called your name and you didn't answer, so I skipped over you. Now I'm doing Hustler. Hustler's reading. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, that's instability. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have another one on Ace of Pentacles. Six of Cups. What is going on? Clarify this. The Hermit in reverse. Six of... I feel like she's going to want to talk to you at some point. Six of Cups in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Like, after a period of time... She's going to want to talk. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. The Devil. Something toxic here. I don't know if there's... I don't know if she's overeating or drinking too much or something here. It's causing her pain. Five of Wands in the reverse. Wow, I just got a big head rush after I mentioned this devil energy. Wow, that was crazy. Whew. Phew. Wow, that was strong. Seven of Pentacles. She's not, there's something here, she's not, um, like she's not taking the best care of herself somehow. Give me another one on the devil. 10 of Pentacles. This is low-key giving me a headache for some reason. What about the Page of Cups? 3 of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. What is going on here? Is there third-party energy here? If there's not, then this is... I don't know. She's going to come to you and apologize at some point here. 3 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Swords. And then the Empress, like, she's still... There's still feelings there. Like, she sees you as, like, very nurturing and caring. Like another person. Like when you were with her. See, when I moved on to the future energy, that headache kind of buzzy feeling in my head kind of went away. Currently, that's the stuff that was getting in my head. Devin, the list is currently closed. I'm sorry, I had to close the list for the night. Okay, well then this... Okay, so no one else. This is her, like... I'm trying to pinpoint when a time frame... Like, it feels like an apology will be coming from her. Like, she'll be coming back with the purpose of apologizing for something. Tell me more about the Empress. Yeah, like, I don't know. She just, you know, the Empress and the Star card. I mean, the Star card is like your hopes and dreams coming true. 6 of Swords in reverse. Somebody coming back around. Page of Cups. Apology. But there's something, this devil energy, this 10 of Swords, that's pain. It's, you know, somebody can be, you know, I don't know if they betrayed her. The devil energy, that's toxic. Something toxic. Toxic behaviors or toxic traits, codependency, drinking too much, spending too much money, drugs, alcohol. Like, it can run from the very, you know, minimal extreme to the very, you know, the opposite of that. Then there's a Ten of Pentacles. Give me another one on that. The Hanged One. So, like, after thinking, I don't know if this is her or if someone else that has to do with her. But the Hangman in reverse, it's like after some thought. I don't know, I feel like she's going to come back around with an apology or something here. Ten of Pentacles, that's like commitment kind of energy after thinking about it, or she's going to be more committed to doing something. Four of Swords, taking a rest. That's what she needs to do now. So there could have been like some arguments. Five of Wands in the reverse. It's like internal struggles or arguments, that type of thing. Anger, but it's in the reverse. It's here with this Devil energy. No, not you. I meant on her part. Like, I feel like there's things that you don't know. Like something that she might come to you at a later point in time to tell you. After some time has passed. Hi, Samantha. I had to close the list for tonight. She spoke up with someone in the... Okay. Well, that could be what this toxic energy is. Because it's here with this Ten of Swords, you know, which is a lot of anxiety. It's pain. It can be feeling betrayed. It comes with wisdom, which is why in this deck, you know, there's an owl staring this man in the face, and the man is shown as an older man, meaning he's gaining wisdom from the painful experience. And then we have this Five of Wands energy. It's in the reverse, though. So there's some kind of internal struggle or, you know, conflict or competition that happened. And then the Hangman in reverse is like reflection. Seeing, it's like getting a new perspective. And the stuff here in the future energy is like apologies, you know, letting go of pain. The Six of Swords in reverse, someone coming back around. I feel she views you as the Empress, though. She always thought she wasn't good enough. I mean, the current energy here, we'll see, and then bottom of the deck, Strength card. So she's definitely, you know, she's got to dig deep right now, that's for sure. This current energy stuff, whoo, it's giving me a headache for some reason. Like, she might withdraw, but I mean, if she has to, like, go into hermit mode for her mental health, but it almost looked like I said, I don't know if she's seeing a therapist or something for it, but that King of Swords kind of gave me the feeling that, you know, she's talking to somebody about it or getting help with the situation. And then, like, the future energy seemed to be about, I don't know, it just felt like her coming forward to talk to you or to apologize about something, to offer an apology. Samantha, I closed the list for tonight. I'm not doing any more readings other than the ones I already have on the list. Like, you're welcome to come back a different day when I'm live. But for tonight, I had to close the list. No, Zara, you didn't. All right, Fairy. Now I'll do your reading. You weren't here before, so I had to skip over you. So I'll do Fairy's reading, and then Emily, Lovely, Zara, Beanish, Arif, and Kath. Fairy, do you have a particular question you wanted to ask? I mean, she's definitely going through it because, I mean, currently my head was like, it like started buzzing. Like, I was almost like getting a headache. So there's definitely things, you know, going, there's something definitely toxic there. That much I know. Will I be able to clear my entrance exam that I gave in this month? You're welcome, hustler. By clear, you mean pass, I'm assuming, Fairy? You mean pass your entrance exam? Okay, I thought so. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, Fairy wants to know, will she clear her entrance, or will she pass her entrance exam? She asked me to keep text to Vivian just like Bill's we still have under both our name. Well, she's probably overwhelmed if she's going through stuff. Okay, Fairy wants to know if she will pass the entrance exam. Judgment in reverse. 4 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. A lot of reversals in here. Eight of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Wands. I think you will, Fairy. I don't know if this is something you're impatient about. We got the Temperance in reverse. Hustler, I need a ton. I only have like 337. I have a long way to go, girl. A long way to go. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, that's putting in the work. Five of Swords. King of Swords in reverse. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Five of Pentacles. I feel like you'll pass it, Fairy, but there's something about, I don't know if it's self-confidence. Well, I'll never remember that that's you. I will never remember that that's you. Retro Tech Zone. Yeah, I feel like you're going to pass it, Very. I feel like there's something about having more faith in yourself, though, or more confidence. It's your eBay account. Emily. I don't know if Emily's here. Emily, are you here? You're welcome, Fairy. Yeah, I feel like you will. I just feel like maybe you need more, have more faith in yourself. Oh, there's Emily. Ooh, I'm getting cold. Should I break things off with Samuel, or is it worth sticking out? Alright, I gotta get my light seers for this one. Emily wants to know if she should stick it out with Samuel. I gotta make sure I get these shuffle good. Emily wants to know if she should stick things out with Samuel. Should Emily stick it out with Samuel? Well, Hustler, I basically just started doing lives, and I didn't really, I had times where I blew off my channel, stuff was going on, so I would, not do anything with it for like a month. So that's why I don't really have many watch hours. I used to get a lot of views on my videos, but that was before I flaked off too much. Can't be flaking off on YouTube. It doesn't end well. Alright, let's see. Emily wants to know if she should break things off with Samuel or stick it out. Or sticking it out. It's not coming out like I want it to. Should she stick things out? Well, it says Hierophant. Commitment energy. First card out. 9 of Wands. That's some struggle energy there. 7 of Swords. Tell me more about the Hierophant. 3 of Cups in reverse. I hate when that card comes out in reverse. 5 of Swords. That's confusion. Strength in reverse. I don't know if he goes out a lot with his friends. Strength in reverse. That's Leo energy. Trying to be courageous here. Hierophant's commitment energy, but there's like confusion, stress. Those 5s usually indicate some chaos. 3 of Cups in reverse. Tell me more about the 9 of Wands. 7 of Cups. Well, that's making a decision. Clarity. 8 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. I mean, one of you does have clarity about, I don't know, or made up your mind about putting in the work. Eight of Pentacles is putting in the work, effort, time. Knight of Pentacles, that's working on growth and longevity. But Nine of Wands is courage. It's kind of exhausting kind of energy, struggle. Seven of Swords. Do you like not trust him? Let me see what the Seven of Swords is. Knight of Wands. Oh yeah, I don't know if you trust him a whole lot. Seven of Swords, Knight of Wands in the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse. Four of Wands. What the hell's going on? I don't know if he like kept something from you in the past. Or maybe he has a tendency to like come and go, or you don't know where he stands with this Knight of Wands in reverse. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Moon in reverse, something being revealed. I don't know if you found out something, or maybe this is future energy. Moon in reverse is something's being revealed. Something's coming to light. Seven of Wands can be sneaky behavior, or somebody trying to get away with something. A lot of anxiety. Knight of Wands can be, especially in the reverse, it can be it can be like selfish energy where they just do what they want for themselves. They do what they want, like when it's good for them, that's when you hear from them. Which is why I say it's kind of selfish behavior. Six of Cups in the reverse, it's like come and go. Somebody coming back around, but it's here with this Knight of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Swords. Moon in reverse. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Competition. I don't know. Clarify the Three of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Hangman. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you necessarily like I think you do fine by yourself or not with him. I don't know. There's a lot of stress there with the Strength. Five of Swords. Like you give off this Queen of Pentacles energy. It's like independence, stability, stable energy, calm. Hangman, I feel like if you look at the bigger, like if you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, it'll give you more clarity. This Five of Wands, like, I don't know if this is exclusive or if he's seeing other people or what's going on here. That can be competition. And then Eight of Swords, anxiety. What about the Moon in reverse? The Fool in reverse. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. Like, I feel like there's, on some level, you already know the answer. Like, and maybe this is you with the Moon in reverse. You know, the Moon's can be about our subconscious, things that we kind of shove down or don't want to look at or whatever. Moon in reverse, the Fool in reverse. You know, the Fool in the upright is taking a leap of faith, even when, you know, you don't really know sometimes why you're taking the leap of faith. But it's here in the reverse with the Moon in reverse. Like something being revealed to you that will change your perspective, or even, you know, something coming from your subconscious, like your subconscious knows already what the answer is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you already know on a deeper level. And the Hangman, that's like taking a step back to get the bigger picture. But I feel like you know. I feel like you already know. Like, there's something, and I don't really have the cards to show that, but I feel like there's an intuitive, like the intuitive side of you, and I feel like there's quite a bit of that with you. I feel like you already know what you should do. The Star card, so, you know, hopes and dreams coming true. Ten of Swords in reverse. I mean, I feel like this person, for whatever reason, or at this time in his life, it almost seems like he does what's best for him more than what's best for you or for both of you. It almost gives off the feeling of like, I don't know if the Knights in the tarot deck are, and there's two of them here. It's about younger energy, not how old they are physically. I mean, they can be younger than you. They don't have to be, but some of that is like emotional maturity or immaturity. I feel like he may be more immature than you, or he's just all about like having a good time, you know, when it's convenient for him, kind of thing. If that makes sense. but I think you need to rely on like your gut feeling. Your gut feeling is never going to lie. Your gut feeling is coming from a higher place. It's you can always rely on your own gut feeling. Not what's in your head, not what you're thinking, not your emotions, your gut feeling. Like, your gut feeling will never steer you in the wrong direction. And I know for some people it's harder than not. Like, I've never had a problem with that. I've always been that way. Like, I always trust my gut feeling. It won't steer you in the wrong direction. But it kind of just boils down to, like, which choice is, which choice do you think would be the best choice for you? Lovely's before you, Zara. There's Lovely and then you. I think Lovely's here. They were here. Could be wrong, but I thought they were here. Does that make sense, Emily? Yep, Lovely's here. There's Lovely's question. Okay, let me cross off Lovely. So after Lovely is Zara, Beanish, Arif, and Kath. Okay, let me get a drink here. Had an interview recently. Well, Emily, sometimes it takes a while. Or sometimes they don't mature, at all. Just depending on the person. I had an interview recently. They reviewed the final scores today, and I want to check if I will get the job. What type of environment will it be? Healthier? Okay. Okay, so Lovely wants to know if they will get the job. Lovely wants to know if they will get the job. Lovely gets a job. Lovely get the job. King of Cups in the reverse. Well, that's good. Page of Pentacles. That would be an offer. You're definitely not happy currently. King of Cups in the reverse. Eight of Cups. Walking away from things that make you emotional happy. I think you will get the job. Clarify the King of Cups. King of Pentacles. Yeah. You're definitely not happy with that position you got now. Like, emotional, upset, feeling unstable and insecure, Ten of Swords, pain, lots of pain. But the 10s also means this is going to come to an end. Because the 10, you know, when that ends, it means you're ending that cycle. And then something new will take its place. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands, it's looking towards the future. High Priestess, that's very intuitive energy. Pisces energy there. Balance. Yeah, I don't think you'll regret it. Five of Cups in the reverse. You definitely won't regret taking the job. Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Fool, yeah. And then 10 of Cups. And there's that leap of faith. It's Aries energy with the Fool. It's emotional fulfillment. Six of Cups, nostalgia. Like, I think this job will feel... something about it will feel... it'll make you nostalgic, or... it'll feel familiar from the beginning. You know, it could be saying... I don't know. It could even be something about children, or just feeling like it feels familiar. Like, it doesn't feel like you'd have much... that feeling when you know, start a new job and you don't know anybody and you're just, you know, like, it just feels kind of awkward at the beginning. I don't feel you'd have much of that. Like, it feels like it would feel, you know, it would already feel familiar from the beginning somehow. Like, the people you would, you know, I don't know if it's the people you would work with or what it is. And then High Priestess, like, you would just know, like, oh, this is my... like, it's kind of like, oh, this is my place. Like, I finally found my place where I feel comfortable and things are familiar to me. Okay, then that's probably what that is then, if you worked with the hiring manager before. Yeah, it's that feeling of familiar, nostalgia kind of energy. But I think it will work out very well. I definitely see, like, the offer, you know, with this Page of Pentacles here. Five of Cups in the reverse. In the upright, it's, you know, regret, remorse. It's in the reverse, so I don't think you're going to regret it. And this Eight of Cups is just walking away from the old job that didn't make you happy into, you know, the new one that will make you happy. So it looks really good. Because all of these cards over here is basically, you know, how you've been feeling, you know, the pain and stress and anxiety and emotional upset and all of that. And I think you'll get the offer fairly soon. You know, I feel like it'll come very soon. I don't think you'll have to wait very long. And you'll just, you know, the High Priestess is... that's the energy of knowing, you know, it's that, it is that intuition. It's that gut feeling. It's knowing that it's right for you. And you'll know. You'll feel that it's right. And I think it'll be much better, you know, than what you have now, for sure. So it's looking good, lovely. Looking good. Seems like it'll definitely be better for you. Better suited for you. So you'll have to let us know. You have to keep us posted. You have to come back and let us know what happened. Okay, Zara, you are finally up. Because you've been asking me. Zara's been asking me, is it my turn? Is it my turn? How much longer? So Zara's up next, then Beanish, Arif, and Kath. I timed that pretty good. I won't be super late tonight. That's a good thing for me, my sleep schedule. Okay, Zara, what is your question? Still can't believe Gulner hasn't been here. I'm shocked. What will happen and changes in the next 5 years? 5 years. I can't believe it's 2026 right now. I feel so old. Okay, Zara wants to know about the next 5 years. I'm going to stick with these cards for now. Messages for Zara in the next 5 years. Messages for Zara from 2026 to 2030. Page of Swords in the reverse. Gosh, they're all coming out in the reverse. I'm running out of room. There's that Emperor again. Woo! Hi, Jenna. No, sorry, it's closed for the night. Something this year about authority figures or somebody laying down the law here. Okay, Jenna, I'm live quite frequently. Hierophant with the Emperor. Page of Swords in reverse. I don't know if this is schooling, learning. Let's see. Give me another one on that. Yeah, that could be Could even be a father figure that's a part of this. I don't know if this is like education, learning, communication. That's for like this year, but there's something about more authoritative energy. Hey, Lauren, girl, my list is closed. You always come in too late. Tell me about the Six of Swords in reverse. Temperance, patience, the Fool. Then there's going to be some kind of big change here. Something to do with a leap of faith and patience. Usually 9 o'clock, Lauren. Although I want to try and do a few that are earlier because they tend to run way too late and then I'm way too tired the next day. So tonight I cut it off earlier just to make sure I didn't run so late. The third year, there's changes. King of Cups. That could be when you meet someone. I don't know. The Sun card in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a couple years from now. No, that's what I'm working on, Lauren. Slowly, but surely, but slowly. Zara, I feel like it may be in a couple years from now. King of Cups, King of Pentacles. You know, one would speak of emotions and love. This would speak of money, marriage, loyalty. Not necessarily money, marriage in itself, but these two together, yes. Three of Wands. The Sun in reverse. This one, I gotta get another card on. Lovers in reverse. Interesting. Could be somebody you knew or know. I don't know. Could be. Well. Yeah, it might be somebody that you knew before. Yeah, it could definitely be somebody from your past. Not necessarily somebody that you were with in your past, like somebody you were acquainted with, like somebody you already know, but in the future, do you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily somebody that you were with before in a relationship. Like the person is familiar to you. Yeah, Lauren, some of them I'm going to try and do earlier, but I usually wait until 9 because I got to let the dog out and for the last time and just easier. But I do want to try and do some that are earlier. Yeah, I feel like it's right here. I feel like it's within a couple years, Zara. Because then here, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you're done being single at this point. What about the Three of Swords? Ooh, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. Magician. And that last year, I don't know if that has to do with mother figures. There's two of them here. Those kings are the same. That's the same person, I feel like. It's King of Cups, King of Pentacles. Both, that would be like 2 years from now. The person's very, yeah, same person. They're very caring, very stable, loyal. But I feel like you may know the person. I don't know if you know them now. It's possible you meet them the year before that, but it doesn't feel like a brand new person. But it feels like there's some kind of change that will happen. At the beginning of next year. And this year seems to be about something very structured, very authoritarian-like. With this, the Hierophant and the Emperor here, with this Queen of Swords. He might be, but I usually take this as, you know, looking towards the future. Three of Wands. It's an energy of looking towards the future, at your accomplishments, looking ahead, planning ahead. So this is an energy of, you know, if it's here with the King of Pentacles, looking to the future with that person, you know, whoever that person may be. I don't know exactly where he's coming from. The Three of Swords, that there's something maybe with the mother figure there. There's two queens there along with that. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands in reverse. That could represent mother figures. Queens can be older than you. Could be just some confusion. Excuse me. Confusion with, I don't know, regarding maybe a mother type of figure at that point. Three of Swords can also just be a little bit of anxiousness or anxiety. It's not necessarily pain or heartbreak, although that's what they put on this deck for that card. It can also just mean you know, some anxiety starting to creep in. So it could just be, could even be like communication issues with perhaps a mother figure type of energy or somebody older than you kind of thing. Yep, Beanish. Beanish is always on the ball about the turns. How will my sister Aisha future spouse be like? Will he treat her good? Hold on, Beanish. I gotta pin it. Where'd my pin message go? I don't even see it anymore. Oh, there it is. Anyone coming in, I'm not doing any more readings tonight from the list that I already have. So you would have to come back when I'm live at a different time. All right, let me go back here. Beanish, how will my sister's future spouse? All right. So how will Aisha's future spouse treat her? Is that what it was? Okay. How will her future spouse treat her? Will they treat her good? Well, that didn't shuffle well. How will Aisha's future spouse treat her? How will her future spouse treat her? Magician. The Empress. Well, that's good. Three of Swords. Well, it looks like you're going to treat her very well. Manifesting things that she needs. The Empress. Treating her like a queen. Three of Swords in reverse. That means, you know, not painful at all. What else? Tell me more about the Magician. Tell me more about the Magician. Five of Wands. Like, I don't think she'll have anything to worry about. There's no anxiety here. I think the person will work very hard to, like, give her what she wants and deserves. Tell me more about the Empress. Death card. Tell me more. Oh, okay, I get it. I got the message. I think this person is very different. He's going to treat her very differently than she's used to being treated. Almost like in the past, she was treated like, or had connection with, you know, could be one person or more than one person. Someone who had times of where they didn't speak very nicely to her. I feel like this person will be very, very different. Yeah, Judgment in reverse. This death card here is, it's when something dies, something new takes its place. So this is telling me that this person will treat her the opposite from how she's been treated in the past. Like a queen. This is the Empress. Empress is all four queens rolled into one. And it's here with this King of Swords in reverse, which can be very blunt, you know, communications or arguments, saying, you know, maybe mean things at times. And the Hermit in reverse, yeah. It's going to be like night and day. Temperance in reverse. Nine of Cups. Like, she might not even know how to handle this person. Almost like, you know, when you're used to being in bad relationships or people treating you badly, when someone comes along that treats you very well, sometimes it can take some time to get used to that. Yeah, because you kind of get used to being treated, you know, that certain way. So sometimes if you meet someone that's good, you know, really good, you're kind of like, you know, can make, it's like, they're too good to be true. Like, this can't be real, you know. I'm usually not treated this well. Like, what's going on here? You know, it almost makes you leery of the person, which is crazy. But when you've had so many bad experiences before, and sometimes it can be a case of not feeling worthy enough of being treated that well. You know, after you're treated badly for so long, sometimes you can start to believe, like, well, I only deserve somebody treating me like crap. You know, so when it's the opposite, it just can throw you off. It's you have to, like, learn, you know, little by little. It can be very overwhelming. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords. Eight of Wands. So this person will communicate very well. You know, Eight of Wands. I feel like they'll actually have like a fun type of carefree energy. They might end up being a Capricorn. The devil's here, but I'm not taking that as toxic. Or that could be something that... So they might communicate so much with her that might be the thing that kind of... Where she's like, whoa. You know, this person, you know... I'm not used to somebody communicating with me so well. That might be what kind of... oh, she's a Capricorn? Okay. You know, it might be like, I'm not used to this, somebody communicating this well, you know. So, it can take some time getting used to it, but yeah, I mean, I think the person will treat her very well. Very well. He might. There was that Eight of Wands is lots of communication. And communication, like if something's bothering her, you know, he'll be open to talking about it, kind of communication. Not just like empty, you know, communication. You know, he'll be concerned. And he'll want to talk about it or talk it out, kind of thing. Is what I got from that. No problem, Beanish. And now a reef is up. My last two for the night. A reef and then calf. Ooh, I'm starting to get cold. Yay! Shuffle my leg a minute. Oh, that glass is hot on that candle. How does my friend... Hold on, I think I'm a little bit in shock here. A reef threw me into some shock. I was expecting a Victor question. You just threw me into some shock here. I gotta compose myself. Okay. I'm gonna grab my light seers for this one. Okay. How does Samir see a reef? Oh, these cards. Because I figured it'd be about Victor. But let me see. I want to see about Samir now. Now I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued about this Samir now. Gotta know. Inquiring minds gotta know. How does Samir... Let's see. Okay, how does Samir feel about Arif? That's what's the question. Two of Swords. Oh, King of Cups. Whoa. Whoa. Very interesting. Yeah, but you wouldn't, I don't think it'd be a good thing to read people's minds. I think it'd be kind of scary, actually, to read somebody's mind. This is kind of interesting. Ten of Wands in reverse. He seems very stable. King of Pentacles. Very loyal, very stable. I feel like he wants to learn more about you. Ace of Swords. Knowledge, learning. Very loyal and honest, dependable. Well, you might not, but I don't know. You asked me about it. Now I got the King of Cups with the Lovers. King of Cups with the Lovers, Arif. Like, King of Cups with the Lovers. And the Page of Pentacles. I think he views you very differently than you view him. I'm just gonna put it that way. Like, seriously. King of Cups with the Lovers, with the Page of Pentacles, like, wanting to offer something. With the High Priestess. Good grief. He might be very intuitive. Like, he may... Well, I probably shouldn't say that. I don't know. And then you'll be scared of him. Like... He could be... Very good chance. I don't know if he's a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. High Priestess, that's Pisces. Lovers is Gemini. But that's... The Lovers can be a very close connection or making a conscious choice. A conscious decision. But this High Priestess is very intuitive energy. Spiritual downloads, dreams, symbolism, signs, synchronicities. Woo! Let's see. Let's see what I get with the Temperance. He's a Gemini. Well, that's the lover's energy. Oh, 5 of Wands in reverse. Come on now. Who is this person? Get some like he's had anxiety in the past or pain from the Geminis can be a little like us Aries, difficult. Say that. But Temperance energy is balance. But I feel like, I don't know, almost like he struggles with anxiety sometimes, or he did in the past. But it's almost like you lessen anxiety for him, you lessen the confusion. Tell me more about the High Priestess. 9 of Pentacles. King of Swords. Now there's the King of Swords. He thinks, well, that would be him too if he's a Gemini. This is him. But he seems like he's thinking stuff out, but he also feels it on a deep level. Almost like he's got a lot of intuition, or he's very spiritual. I take the High Priestess card as a very spiritual card. That and the Hierophant, for me, are the two most spiritual cards in this deck. He sees you as very independent. But I think he does have emotions for you, but he's keeping them to himself because that King of Cups, they don't share. They have emotions. They know what they are. They feel them. They don't necessarily share them. Until they get to a certain point, then yes. But they don't always share them. Like, freely, they don't share them. But he seems very, I don't know. He seems like a very interesting person. Tell me about the 5 of Swords. 10 of Swords. The Sun card. Oh, they know each other? Oh. See? Victor knows. Victor knows what's going on. See, the other thing about the High Priestess is knowing things but not sharing things. Which is very similar to this King of Cups, where you don't, freely share your emotions. They're there, you know what they are, but you're not sharing them. But he seems very intellectual, very grounded. Very loyal. Like, Well, I'm gonna tell you something. If he had a chance, he'd be swooping in a second from these cards right here. Like he's waiting for his chance. Let me put it that way. That's what I get from these cards. He's just like waiting. And this King of Swords, it's like it seems like he's got the emotions, but he's not going to say anything. Like he doesn't want to screw up the friendship, but that doesn't mean that the feelings aren't there. Is what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if this guy had his chance, he'd be taking it. Like, because I think he's waiting. He's waiting to see what's going to happen. And I think he's very patient. Like, I think he's going to wait it out to see what happens. So, I mean, you may just see him as a friend, but I mean, I don't think he wants to screw up your friendship, but I'm just saying if he would like a chance. That's what I'm going to say about that. Those cards were very clear. Very clear. Very clear. I mean, this guy seemed very. I don't know. He seemed like he'd make somebody a good catch. That's for sure. I'm just saying. He seems like he'd be a good catch for someone. Kath, are you still here? Did you wait it out? Because you're the very last one on the list. If you're here. Oh, she is here. Alright, let me see. My mom and I, have talked with Carlos about renting him an apartment. Everything was flowing till the last month. He's not answering our calls, neither messages. Cass, do you mean Carlos is the one you're renting the apartment from? Or wanted to rent the apartment from? You said renting him an apartment. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. He's okay, because the way you put it, you said renting Carlos an apartment, so I got confused there for a second. So you want to rent the apartment from Carlos? Everything is from last Monday. He's not answering our calls. Okay. So what's going on with Carlos in the apartment? What's going on with Carlos in the apartment? You're fine. I just wanted to make sure I knew. Because at first I was like, are they renting an apartment for someone? Like, I didn't know if it was your brother and you guys were trying to get him an apartment on his own or what was going on. So I had to make sure it was clear. Okay, tell me more. Crowley, get down. Crowley? There goes my cat acting up. Get down. Go. Okay, what will happen with the apartment? What's going on with Carlos in the apartment? What's going on with Carlos in the apartment? Two of Swords, okay. Oh, God, the cards are flying out everywhere. Or trying to. Oh, now I just dropped some. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Well, the star cards here, let me see. Two of Swords, Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, that's communication. Hangman in reverse. Knight of Wands. I don't know if there's other applicants, but it seems like there's like a decision-making process for him right now. But Eight of Wands is here, which means communication. The Fool card. Six of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like King of Swords in reverse. I feel like it might even be something on his end with his phone or the phone or something to that effect. I don't think it necessarily has to do with you. But I see him trying to make a decision. Eight of Wands, that's communication. Seven of Pentacles. I am sorry. I'm not doing any more readings tonight. I closed the list off for the readings. Or something with his health. Like, I don't think the delay has to do with you personally. I feel like it's some like personal situation on his end, either with his phone, with his health, like or family situation. Um, the Empress is here too. I don't know if he's married and there's someone pregnant. Um, Page of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups is here. I feel like there's something going on his end, Kath. Like I feel like he's going to contact you soon and say like, "Oh hey, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you sooner, but this, that, and the other was happening." Do you know what I mean? Like there were just things that were kind of like not in his control. Like something came up or something happened. Either with him or someone else, but it feels like a personal thing for him, not necessarily, you know, on your end or anything having to do with you. Do you see us finally renting his apartment or not? I think he'll call you, yeah. Like, it feels like you'll get the apartment. It just feels like there's a delay because I think he's got something going on, you know, personal to him. Like, there's something with his phone or in his personal life. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I see him calling you and saying, calling or texting and saying, sorry for the delay. You know, you can have the apartment, but there's just a delay for some reason. But it feels like just something personal for him. Like he's going through something, and that's why he hasn't like contacted you. Does that make sense? You're very welcome, Kath. Okay, guys, I am going to get out of here for tonight. Or this morning now, on my end. So I appreciate everybody coming in. And I will see everybody the next time. Thanks so much for joining, guys. And enjoy the rest of your day or night or morning or whatever it is for all of you. Thanks so much, guys. I'll be seeing you.